Hi, I'm Kate and I'm one of the co-founders of SUP Bristol.
Hi, I'm Tim. I'm one of the co-founders of SUP Bristol. I got into paddleboarding through kayaking, so I've paddled white water for many years, loads of trips abroad and bits and bobs. When paddleboarding came along, it made paddle sports so much more accessible. I tried it in New Zealand first and we're like, wow, this is pretty amazing. I was a bit sort of cynical at first because I thought, well, it's going to be just super easy. But, you know, you took it out on the waves, it was quite exciting. Quite quickly we were like, wow, this would be an amazing thing to do in Bristol.
We started SUP Bristol in 2014 because we wanted to try and bring a new water sport to Bristol. We were like second or third SUP school to set up in the country, and when we first started, people would see us on the water and they would not know what we were on, which feels really alien now because obviously everyone's tried paddleboarding, everyone does it on holiday, lots of people own a board, but like 10 years ago that wasn't the case.
Over the years we've done some amazing events with the paddleboard. So we've taken people off to Pembrokeshire on these like big trips where we've like paddled around the coast, and then we've also had like massive success with our charity events.
People come for their physical health, their mental health, for that sense of community and to just chat to different people of different ages from across the city.
I guess technically like it's been amazing to see people's skills develop. You know, there's a whole sort of pathway that people have been through which has been super amazing.
Since we started, we've been on a kind of slow and constant search for a base.
The last couple of years, we've realised that we're basically quite precarious in terms of our storage, really, and our base.
Currently, as a business, our biggest challenge is where's going to be our base so that we can carry on doing what we're doing.
So it just means that every year we're sort of living kind of, you know, year by year, which is a limit to how long you can do that for, I suppose. We put out a call for help from our members, but it quite quickly just went out, and you know, we had people writing down letters of support and sending them to the council, and some of them were really quite like emotive actually about like what people have got out of paddleboarding over the years, how much we've been missed by our paddlers, but also other people around the harbour who just enjoy seeing people out there like animating the space. It's nice reading, you know, and it makes you realise that actually you have kind of contributed something kind of worthwhile to the city, I suppose.
When I look into the future of SUP Bristol, I see paddleboarding embedded as something that happens in Bristol Harbour. Somebody said to us recently that it's kind of as ubiquitous as the balloons of the city, and I felt really proud to hear that. For something that Tim and I just started with the two of us and 8 paddleboards to kind of reach that point where people expect it to be here, they want it to be here. Dare I say, some people need it to be here maybe? Like, I would love that to be something that continues to happen in the future, you know. Rowdy stag and hen groups, I think people can probably give or take whether they happen.
Over the last couple of months, we've had some really good progress with the council. So we've had lots of meetings, lots of conversations. We're kind of working with the existing structures within the council rather than trying to just go. We don't feel like they owe us anything, I guess, but we've been trying to work with them to get, you know, what we need to keep running the business. And I think we found something. So we're sort of at the moment we're looking at container storage in the dinghy park here, and you know, that will be a temporary basis for year on year for a while, and then hopefully like over time that's going to be something that would evolve into, you know, maybe a larger infrastructure project, perhaps if the community were up for it and Bristol was up for it as a city.
The community down at the harbour is super fun, to the point that there's a goose that's called Bruce, you know, like everybody knows everybody. And like the people on the ferries are super friendly, the rowers are really friendly, and the team in the harbour have just really looked out for us and helped us grow. at the core is just loads of people who are really passionate about the water, whether that's enjoying it themselves or like encouraging and sharing it with other people. So I think that's a really important place that I wanted to try and hold. What are the challenges? The wind.